Hello and welcome to Hollow Home. This is where you play a 14-year-old boy in a war-torn area and you must try to survive. And it's got a bit of a Disco Elysium vibe, which I actually very much like. I love that. So, this video is kindly sponsored by Twee Games Inc. as well as Crunchy Leaf Games. And if you'd like to check it out, there is a link in the description. There is a demo available. I'm actually playing the demo right now, and if you like what you see or you like what you're going to play, if you decide to play the demo, then you should add it to your Steam wishlist. And we're going to start. One of the greatest gifts to mankind is certainly sleep. To drift away from worldly concerns is a blessing. Sadly, it's one that's easily broken, usually in the most annoying way possible. You roll over and yawn, but the melodic ring of the phone pays no mind to your pathetic defense attempt. Instead, it gets louder, demanding your attention. Ugh, is it morning already? You're not sure, but it seems so. You grab your phone and look at the screen. Bad news, you're late for school. Good news are that you've learned a lesson about the inexorability of the passing of time. It's 9:30 a.m., February 23rd, 2022. Might as well ditch school altogether. Your mom would be furious at such a heretical thought, but thankfully both she and dad are out of the city. For the last week you've been left almost completely to your own devices, save for an obligatory evening phone call. A time will come for you to suffer the consequences of your actions, but that's the headache of future you. The current you, however, has a nagging feeling that you're missing something important. Did you forget to... do your homework? That suggestion is laughable to you. Why bother when you can just not show up? It's something else. After a minute of excruciating mental effort, the realization finally dawns on you. Vika. Yesterday, you and her hatched a brilliant plan to skip classes together. 9 a.m. near your house. You're half an hour late. Okay, say nothing and hurry out of bed. You have more important stuff to do than talking to yourself. Now, every single action, as far as I am aware, in this game has a significant impact on your world at large. So in other words, every single thing has an impact on whether you learn a new skill or whether you improve in some way or whether something happens that's bad. Maybe something bad happens. I don't know. I haven't played the full extent yet, but from what I have played, it's very intriguing. So we'll see what we can do. You managed to stand up. Now that the hardest part is over, you need to put some threads on, grab your backpack and get some grub. And you must hurry. Vika's not going to wait for your lazy butt forever. Alright, so we already have a to-do list on the desk right there, and you can access all of your stuff. For example, as you can see, the journal right there, and you've got notes, memories, characters, timeline, etc., in your inventory here. So a lot of really, really nice quality of life improvements, or should we say quality of life features, because improvements would indicate that they weren't there beforehand, but they were. So yes, features. So to-do list for today. Do the homework. Well, we're not doing that. Copy from Vika in the morning before class. And then 2, wash the dishes. 3, clean the apartment. And 4, go to the store. And indeed, this is our experience little table right here. And you can see that we actually have 10 experience at the moment. And so it's probably a good idea for us to try and level some of these things up, shall we? So what shall we do? Shall we try to gain... I actually have no idea what to gain, to be honest. I have no clue. What about handiness? Handiness has long been an essential survival skill, and little has changed since the old times. When familiar conveniences are out of reach, wit and straight hands come to the rescue. Ingenuity is also obviously very, very good. Let's do this. This can't be undone. Yeah, no, I'm fine being good. I'm fine being good with handiness, right? That sounds pretty fun, right? So I think that's kind of cool. We could do confidence, ingenuity. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should... the thing is, I think that when you go into conversations, you can't really get out of them without selecting something. So I kind of feel like what I should do is just try to get the things that I kind of would like to have. And I'm not handy, and I'm not ingenious in real life. So let's get them in the game, shall we? Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Your wardrobe welcomes you with a faint smell of washing powder and a heap of clothes that resembles some kind of unfortunate fantasy creature. Usually, the magical presence of your mom prevents it from forming, but with her aura gone, it now thrives here. You reach inside it, shake its cotton guts up a little bit, and take out some relatively clean rags. Today, you feel like wearing something casual. Nah, jeans and sneakers would do the trick. And there we have it. And look at that, we got +1 sociability, very nice, and +1 sensitivity as well. What? Really? That's actually insane that we got such good stuff right there immediately. Look at that. Look at this. So we got a bonus to these. So these are not permanent, as far as I'm aware. These are not permanent bonuses, but they are, or maybe they are. I actually don't know. But they don't seem to have increased my level, but I would assume that they are, I'd say probably temporary then. Okay, so we got a backpack. There we go, let's get that. And we also have something here. Yeah, so as you can see, prepare lunch. Don't forget to take it with you. So that's obviously our next thing that we have to do. And indeed, as you can see, we also have antiseptic here and a credit card. And we have 500 currency on that. So yeah, that's going to be pretty useful for us. And let's try to make something, shall we? The cooker could definitely use some cleaning after a week of self-sufficiency on your side, but you've got neither time nor the will for that right now. You've been familiar with cooking since childhood. Your parents are busy people, which means you learned early on how to use the microwave, the time to cook sausages, and why one should taste milk before pouring it on cereal. But that's about it. Mom left you money for groceries and stocked the fridge with food. All that's left is to decide what you want. Okay, so we can now use action points, which as you can see we have 10 of, to choose something. So as you can see, because I have handiness, I am now able to cook sausages with garnish if I want to do that. However, I think I'm going to go with porridge. That sounds like a very good meal initially. And that's primarily because, if you don't know this, oats tend to have a really slow burning energy release, basically. So you're going to have energy for a lot of the day, and it's going to help you a great deal. And it's kind of nice and warm, and obviously we're, I assume, kind of in a coldish climate. So we're going to see what we can do about that. There we go. We cooked it. Very nice. Well, that's it. You're ready for an exciting day of ditching school. Time to get out of your cozy lair and go find Vika. Alright, so that's exactly what we're going to do. There we go. Alright, so yes, the sink obviously is not done. As you can see, a mountain of unwashed dishes has been occupying the sink for days. Sooner or later, you'll have to wash them. But if you have a choice, it's going to be later. And we've used one action point for today. So it says, leave your flat and go find Vika outside. And obviously, we now have this, which provides us with Resolve +2. A universal side dish for anything. It is cheap, easy to prepare, and can be eaten as is, or dressed with various additives from jam to fish. Boring, but nourishing. Yes, indeed. Yep. Sometimes that's the best thing. Alright, so we have our first person that we can actually speak to outside here as well. The elderly woman that's tidying up the hallway greets you with a suspicious stare. You're immediately reminded that you are an alien when you're out of school during class hours. This time of day belongs to the people with free time, the unemployed, the retired, and those who don't give a damn. You belong to neither. Good morning, young man. Tetiana Horlitska, Vika's grandma, and your neighbor, greets you with a hint of steel in her voice and a silent question. She knows the answer, but she wants you to say it, like you really mean it. Alright, so I'm really late for school again. I have sociability, so I could potentially pull this off. Obviously, this is a bit of a lie, so I don't know whether we want to do that. Shall we play the helpfulness card? No, we're gonna lie. Let's give it a go, right? It's too fun to not try it. Hurry up, sleepy head. You don't want the homeroom teacher to call your parents, do you? She nods and then shakes her head, but you can see a smirk on her lips. Your ploy worked. Alright, so play it cool. First class was PE anyways, so I didn't miss much. I have injured... This was completely random, by the way. I did not take note of what I would actually need to pass these conversation checks. So this is literally just random because I did not... As I say, I just chose those completely at random from what I thought sounded cool. Anyway, there we go. Yes, I didn't miss much. Your childish defiance somehow lightens her mood. She smiles to you. Just make sure you're on time tomorrow. Judging by the bucket and mop, she's been tidying up. Considering her venerable age and health problems, you're only left to wonder where she gets the energy to keep not only her flat, but the whole hallway in order. Okay, so, has Vika left? She sure did. She mentioned that she would wait for you, but she must be at school already. You know that's not what's happening. She's probably waiting outside. Vika knows that her grandma doesn't go out much. Her age makes it difficult going down the stairs. I should run. Okay, please take care, she says. Alright, so let's get on out of here, shall we? You can actually press shift to sprint, by the way. And thankfully we don't have any stamina. I love that. I love not having any stamina. And there she is. There's Vika right there. As well as someone else. But who is that someone else, I wonder? You find Vika exactly where you'd expect her to be. Could be worse, you think. She could be freezing in the not-so-hospitable February weather, all while lonely waiting for you. Instead, she seems to have a lively conversation with the local street sweeper, an aging man by the name of Alexei Sukin. It's interesting, but very sad. Imagine getting killed in your own pool for something you didn't do. That's an unusual topic they're talking about. Why must so many stories end tragically? Now it makes sense. Typical Vika book nerd discussion. To teach the readers a lesson. Happiness comes and goes, sweetheart, but sadness changes us forever. Some say it's the only thing that can change the nature of a man. Seems like a very bleak outlook to me. Let's talk about that again in a few years. He doesn't sound condescending as adults in such conversations usually do. Some stuff has to be lived through, not told about. Although a tragical but well-executed ending is way better than just a clumsy wrap-up, or worse, an oh-so-unexpected twist, like some TV shows do. Vika still can't come to terms with how Game of Thrones ended. She ranted for weeks, and you were the unlucky recipient, as Grandma Tanya forbid her from watching that horrible adult show. They finally notice your approach. Look what the cat dragged in. Stayed up late playing video games again? Alexei frowns with mock disapproval, yet his smile is understanding. Despite his age, he tries to keep up with the times, and thanks to you and Vika, he has an accurate idea of what kids are into today. Okay, so we have loads of different things that we can say right here. So I'm going to say, well, I did lose track of time for a while. Or we could say, what can I say? I'm a night person. By the way, what was that about killing and pools? I'm a night person, yeah, sure. We were discussing literature. Vika tried to get me into fantasy again, and I acquainted her with the classics. So far, we're going 1-to-1. Uncle Leosha is still not sold on trying video games, though. I'd really like to, honest, but I just don't see myself doing this. My eyes aren't what they used to be, and I still have to work every day, even though I'm retired. At least you have an explanation. Max just fools around all day long and still can't be on time. What time did we agree to meet, sleepyhead? You sigh hard. It's never easy to argue with Vika, even under the best of circumstances. But in the morning, when the mind's still foggy, it's better not to try at all. Huxley, Alexei's dog, suddenly raises his muzzle, looks off into the distance, and dashes away without warning. You can only hear loud barking that echoes off the house. Huxley, stop! Where are you going? Oh, what's gotten into him? Alexei closes his eyes and rubs the temples with one hand. Evidently, this is not the first time Huxley has run off. He then raises his eyes and looks at you. Max, can I ask you a favor? Bring him back for me, please. I have already apologized to the neighbors too many times this week. Yes, I will nod confidently. Thank you, I'd do it myself, but he's too fast for me nowadays. Just follow the box and you'll find him. Before you leave, can I ask for one more favor? It's a matter of minutes. Sure, what is it? Bring this wrench to Constantine. I don't know how to say that. I borrowed it a while ago, but he hasn't taken it back yet. He's at his garage, no doubt. His car is acting up again, poor old thing. I'll wait for you here. Come back when you find Huxley. Alright, so yeah, he ran off in this direction. As you can see, we can zoom out a great deal, so we have a little bit more vision. And wait. Did I just miss him? No. Okay. That is fine. The question is, where did he go? Because the map is actually pretty large, by the way. So it may be a bit difficult. There is a cat over there. But yeah, it might be a little bit difficult for me to find him. Maybe I went a little bit too far. I'm assuming I went a little bit too far. Let me have a look at the journal and actually just see what's going on here. He ran off somewhere in the direction of the shop. In the direction of the shop? Okay, the question is, I don't know where the shop is. Maybe, I would assume he's around here where the cats are, surely, right? I assume that because, you know, dogs usually like to bark at cats, but I could be wrong about that. No, I am actually wrong about it. Okay, I guess I'll go searching around and I'll see if I can find him. Ah, it looks like I might have found him. There he is. Alright, so yeah, he was super far away from where we were previously. I'm going to try and see if I can maybe backtrack so I can show you exactly where he was, just in case you can't find him. But yeah, otherwise, we're going to see if we can bring him back. As you approach the source of barking, you see a scuffle between Huxley and an unfortunate, disheveled man. This is a local ne'er-do-well, Sviatoslav Sotnik, and he is in trouble. Oh shit, get off me. Max, help me out, will you? Get this furry piece of shit away from me or I won't be responsible for what I'll do. Sviatoslav tries to keep yapping Huxley at bay with his foot. For some reason, Huxley can't stand him and the feeling is mutual. You hear a growl and Huxley sinks his teeth into Sotnik's foot. Let me go! The mighty sound of Uncle Sotnik's vocals scares off a flock of pigeons. If not for the general alcoholic roughness of Sviatoslav's voice, he could have performed on stage. Whether it's because of the foul taste of the boot or angry screaming, Huxley decides to let go of the foot. The dog raises its short tail, preparing for the next attack. Okay, so we have sociability. We could have done stuff with, as you can see here, athletics, confidence, and so on, but we're going to do sociability. Just calm down, Uncle Sotnik. You're only irritating him more with your screams. I say, he's already set on biting me, but fine. Man shows you his boot, newly decorated with bite marks. He cautiously glances at Huxley, but stays in place. Okay, so, let's see. Antiseptic. Is your foot okay? Surely he hasn't actually gone through the leather, right? If it's leather? I mean, it's a boot. Surely it's going to be thick enough, right? I'm just going to say, is your foot okay? Okay, so... Yeah, I'll take it. This mutt better not have rabies. Oh, I ought to have a few kind words with Sukin. Don't worry, he's as healthy as a dog can be. Why is he mad at me? I haven't messed with him not one time. Thanks, by the way. Now get him out of my face. Huxley looks at his victim with puppy eyes, but you see right through the rascal. This will happen again. No need to tell Sotnik, though. He's suffered enough already. Alright, so let's bring him back now. The dog happily wags his tail. On his list of favorite people, you take an honorable second place, right after his owner. Alright, so as you can see, we don't have a Nord stick. So if I had a Nord stick, I'd be able to play with him. Okay, so who's a good boy? The dog sits down quietly in front of you, confirming that he is undoubtedly the goodest of boys. And that is very true. I feel like that is very, very true. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, he is now going to follow us. I don't know where a Nord stick would be, but I assume that if you explore a little bit more around, you're going to be able to find him. But yeah, this is basically... hopefully I'm going to be able to find where I went. I think we went down this way. Yes, I think we went down this way. And it's nice that he's following us now. There we have it. There we go. Uncle Leosha, I brought Huxley. Ah, there you are. I hope everything is okay. The dog immediately greets his owner by vigorously rubbing against his leg, which leaves it covered in hairs. Alexei greets him with a small snack that he produces from his pocket. Huxley bit Uncle Sotnik's leg. Again. Not good. I'll have to apologize to him. Again. The janitor sadly shakes his head. Huxley, what is it between you two? Cut it off. Uncle Leosha looks sternly at his dog, but Huxley parries his gaze with those puppy eyes. Oh, come on, learn that one trick, and now he knows I just can't be mad at him. Alexei pets his dog behind the ears. Okay, so, yeah, we'll just say goodbye. Did I complete the quest? I think I did. Yep, I think I did. Yep, there we go. Fantastic. That means I now have 3 experience, by the way. Very, very nice. Very, very useful, because that means that I can now get other things. So we could potentially get confidence, athletics, thoughtfulness, etc. We just need to complete 1 extra quest. So you can see here, bring the wrench to this guy. I could potentially do that before speaking to Vika. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that before we speak to her. I think it should be okay. Hopefully I'm going to be in time, because there is as far as I'm aware, I do think time passes in the game. I'm unsure, but what I do know is that things have some serious consequences if you don't do them, or if you do them, there are consequences to your actions, and I'm very intrigued to see what they're going to be. So let me see if I can find the mechanic. I don't know where this is, so hopefully I'll have some good luck. Ah, there it is. Oh, wow. I never would have expected to find a garage right here. This is crazy. All right, so yeah, he's actually right inside, so we can now speak to him. There he is. The smell of engine oil, cigarette smoke, gasoline, and who knows what other chemicals creates the unmistakable scent de garage. You wrinkle your nose as usual. At the center of the composition, you see Kostiantin Kaladji, a friend of your father who drives a taxi for a living. Said taxi is an old Lincoln sedan that predates the collapse of the USSR, and now it suffers another round of reanimation attempts. You can almost see a plea for mercy in its headlights, while the one and only Uncle Kostya performs his wicked tech magic. The man comes up from under the hood and wipes sweat from his forehead. What's up, Max? I've brought your wrench. Fantastic. Thanks a ton for bringing it back. So, why do you keep doing this? Buying a new car would be easier. Cheaper, probably. Nah, you don't understand. I've poured sweat and soul into this thing. It's like a baby to me. And you're proposing me to smother it. Not happening. He cringes at your notion. Well, if someone can raise this thing from the dead, it's you. Damn right I will. Nothing fires Uncle Kostya up like a good challenge. He grins. It's a big question who's the bigger child of you two. One that's frequently asked at family dinners, especially when Kostiantin suggests something like turning an RC toy helicopter into a strike drone. All the while, you can almost hear the car asking for the sweet relief of oblivion, but that's not happening today. Better yet, would you help me out? The two of us will be done in no time. Sounds great. Good, now come closer. Alright, so what are we doing? Under the hood, the old car is a maddening maze of metal and wires. For every original part, there are a few aftermarket ones, and several even look like they belong to completely different machinery. Lincoln's engine looks like Frankenstein's monster, one that can only be reanimated by a lightning strike, divine intervention, or Uncle Kostya's persistence. Suffice it to say, Uncle Kostya is unique. Men like him are a dying breed. He can make anything from a flashlight to a space shuttle with only a box of parts, a hammer, a pencil, and a few strong words. Paper is not in the plan. Uncle Kostya calculates in his mind as he twists the pencil in his hands or nibbles it. An engineering education and army service taught him to make do with what little he has on hand. What he lacks is the ability to explain his brilliant ideas. Not without cursing, at least. "Alright, Max, come here. I need to fix something. Okay, I'll hold the clamp while you twist those pieces of crap." By pieces of crap, he means the cylinder head bolts. "Okay, yes sir." "Come on, kid, we'll bang here, spit there, and everything will come up roses." Uncle Kostya's eyes burn with the fanatical blaze of a man doing what he loves. You bend over the engine. This work is nothing new. Uncle Kostya has asked you to help with the car more than once, but this is your first time under the hood. Your participation is usually limited to giving tools, holding a lamp, and providing moral support. It looks like you've just been promoted to the next stage of engineering evolution, from upright man to handyman. You're still not at Homo sapiens, but you'll get there. And so we can now use... Aha, I see. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so we can now use 2 action points to follow his instructions. And we could have, if we had handiness 2, said, "I saw that in a video. I think I got it." Unfortunately, we're not going to have that ability, so we're just going to follow his instructions. You follow all of Uncle Kostya's advice, as if you were his second pair of hands. Not that skillful and experienced, but filled to the brim with enthusiasm. Half an hour later, the moment of truth arrives. With the gusto of a magician, Uncle Kostya turns the ignition key, and nothing happens. The car shows no signs of life. "Tough luck. Looks like we ain't driving anywhere today, Max." Uncle Kostya scratches his head thoughtfully, looking at the stalled car. There is a look of reproach in his eyes. It's the same look Sukin gives to his mischievous dog. "Thanks for their help anyway. I'll take it from here." Alright, there you go. So we've now completed that quest, and we now have, oh yes, a very nice 5 experience. So I will now be able to spec into something. I will spec into athletics. Thank you very much. Yes. That's probably going to be extremely useful. Or I could have just saved the points and spec'd into, ingenuity another point. Or what have you. And it would have made us a lot more effective at doing those things. Vika looks at you expectantly. You can tell she's already tired of waiting. "Let's go. Gotta have some fun before the day ends," says Mr. Truant. So, here's the plan. Of course, she's neatly planned out, even the school ditching. "Let's see. We can go to the sports ground, but that's dull. We also have the arcade, and we definitely are visiting. So I can show you who's boss." Vika immediately gets to business and starts bending her fingers. "But first of all, we go to the shop and buy something delicious and very unhealthy. Your treat." You can argue with every one of those points, of course, but Vika's no bullshit expression and attitude overwhelms you. Fine, so be it, you think. Let's do this. And we have finally arrived at the store. There we go. Let's do it. Oh, for God's sake, can I watch one episode in peace? Damn it. Nina Ahassian, the local shopkeeper, looks indignantly at the old TV set. It broadcasts solid white noise instead of the latest Indian soap opera. "Okay, I want to buy something delicious." "Oh, I'm starving. Would you buy me a chocolate bar?" Vika looks at you with a sly smirk. Alright, so on card 25, I better buy some cookies. I'm in the middle of a chocolate bar. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Why not? Chocolate bar it is. "Thanks, Max. You're the best." Nina hands you 2 chocolate bars. Vika beams at you. As she eats the bar, you can't help but feel satisfied with yourself. Alright, so the question is, does she need help with the TV? "Yes, it's been malfunctioning all day, and now it's stopped working altogether. I don't know what they're thinking." The woman shakes her fist at the window. She doesn't specify who these mysterious "they" are. Apparently, television workers. "I'd call a technician to check the antenna, but they don't have people available. Maybe you could take a look at it? The antenna's on the roof, and I don't have a ladder." Aunt Nina indeed doesn't look like the right person to climb roofs. No problem, I'll check it out. We could have gone for this if we had confidence, but unfortunately, we don't. So I'm just going to check it out for free by the looks of things. Antenna, roof, and 2 fighting cats is the name of the quest, and we've improved our relationship with Nina. As you can see, we can now interact with the dumpster. The trash container sits right where Nina told you it would. Usually people tend to interact with such things as quickly as possible, but this is not the case. You carefully evaluate the situation, trying to ignore the aroma. The dumpster should be high enough to reach the AC unit, and from there you can climb to the roof. Problem is, you have to move the dumpster underneath the AC first. Alright. So thoughtfulness, first things first, disengage the brakes on the wheels. Technically, that would be the most useful thing to do. Let's see whether it actually works. Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure the brakes were on, but we still managed to move it. The container turned out to be way heavier than it looks. With a hellish rattling sound, you slowly strong-arm it into place, and then dust your hands off. Damn, you pump iron much? So strong. Vika is being sarcastic, of course, but only partly. She's kinda impressed by your feat of strength, but doesn't want to show it. The main thing now is to not fall into the dumpster while climbing, under no circumstances. Otherwise, Vika would remind you of that until your untimely demise. Alright, so let's do it. Let's get up there. I'll wait for you down here. Yes, I thought as much. I will have to do this and potentially get absolutely... Well, I don't even know what. I hope I will not fall. That's all I can say. It's pretty high up, and the concrete is going to be pretty hard. Ah. Rubbish is scattered across the roof. Dry leaves, rags, and boards left after repairs. You see pale white dots on the dark tarmac. Pigeon bones. The work of local cats, no doubt. In the middle of all this splendor, you see a set of satellite dishes. One of the dishes got tired and decided to lay down, like a sunflower that's got enough sun. This is probably the cause of Nina's TV misfortunes. Wisps of fur near the broken dish tell you a story of 2 cats duking it out to decide who's the boss of this roof. The perpetrators themselves are close by, looking at you with contempt reserved by felines for bald apes only. Under, or shall we say, upon, closer inspection, you notice that the sunflower can no longer stay upright because one of its metal legs was bent. Okay, so, in other words, because we've got handiness, we are going to, I'll make this right and tighten the screws to make the antenna cat-proof. And there it is. Your perfectionism got the better of you. You spend a lot of time and make sure that neither wind nor cats, nor even a meteorite, will rob Nina of her favorite TV shows. And there we have it. Now we will climb down once again and potentially fall and break our hip. Let's hope that that does not happen. I think we'll probably be fine. And the question is, will we be able to go inside and actually get a little bit more experience or not? I actually don't know. Let's go and see. Our action points are currently at 3 as well, so we might have a little bit of an issue there. Okay, I fixed your antenna. It works just fine, thank you. What happened there? Nina looks happily at her TV. There, an Indian woman explains to her man some intricacies of their family relationships. For some reason that you can't understand, these relationship issues spur immense interest in middle-aged women. Another mystery of life to ponder while you're young. Okay, so cats happened. They had a quarrel and knocked the antenna over. Those long-tailed rascals! I should discipline them a bit. Thanks again, Max. Nina looks through the window at the cats that linger outside. Okay, so there we go. We did it. Now the question is, did we get any experience? I think I did. I think I got 2 experience for that. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. And our next quest is going to give us 3, so I would then be able to spec some more into something else. So it says here, visit the sports ground and visit the arcade. I believe, yeah, I don't know where the arcade is, actually. I know where the sports ground is, though. The sports ground is all the way down here. Or never mind, because apparently I just found the arcade. Great. The arcade welcomes you with flashing lights, blings, dings, and rattles of the various arcade machines. It's understandably empty at this time. The bored clerk at the counter, its sole inhabitant. You wonder sometimes how it continues to exist in the time when everybody and their dog has a computer at home and a smartphone in their pocket with way more advanced games available anytime. Yet it still exists, defying all odds. Maybe the whole purpose is to make people wonder such things so that they visit the arcade. Maybe it's all a front for some exciting illegal activity. Or maybe some places are just too stubborn to die. Are you ready to get your butt kicked? Come on, let's go play Battleship Arcade. 2 tickets, please. The clerk didn't even bother to respond. Vika grabs the tickets and looks at you expectantly. Alright, so Battleship Arcade game. As you approach the venerable machine, Vika's eyes start to glow with competitive thrill. For some reason, the old Battleship Arcade is her favorite. You usually play way more modern games together, but there is an undeniable retro charm with this one. You can see now the dirty trap laid before you. She's way better at this game than you. Are you ready? She winks at you. Let's spice things up a bit. Make a wager. Whoever gets the lowest score buys the victor a prize. And I'm in the mood for a cup of hot chocolate at the cafe. What do you say? Alright, so we can, yeah, if we had confidence, we can say try to throw her off before the challenge. Sure, but I bet you can't beat your old score. Yeah, well, we could have done that if we had confidence, but we don't. So we're just going to say, get your wallet ready because I'm in the mood for it too. Let's do it. Not a chance. Do I actually have to play the game? Hopefully not. I don't know. Maybe it would actually be quite fun, but maybe we'll see. She approaches the machine as the matador approaches a bull. Crunches her fingers and then the neck. Puts the ticket into the receptacle. The game is on. After minutes of intense button mashing and under-breath swearing, you get the feeling that maybe you're out of your league here. She's good at this game, like really good. You need to blow up 9 ships to win the challenge. Your turn, amigo. Vika backs off from the machine with a cocky smile on her face. It is indeed a thing that I actually have to do. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Where do I go? Hello. Okay. How long does it take to get there? Oh dear. It actually worked. Okay. Whoa. Wait a minute. We need to get 9 to win? Okay. I'm not too bad at this. Kind of. Okay. I am very worried actually right now. I'm not entirely sure if I should win, to be honest, because maybe we should let her win so that she has the hot chocolate, but we're going to get her that anyway, I assume, or something like that, maybe? I don't know, but let's have a look-see. Maybe I can win. Boom. There we go. Got that one. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, got to be careful. Some of these ships are moving at deceptively fast speeds. So we need to be a little bit careful. I think we should be okay. I actually did not expect there to be another game in a game, so it's pretty cool. No, I missed. Okay, we missed that one. We missed that one. Okay, that's really bad. Okay, come on up. There we go. We hit that one. And we got one more. Nice. We did it. Look at that. Max Power has beaten Super Vika. And indeed, we can play again if we want to for an additional action point, but we're not going to do that, of course, because we already won. There it is. You back off from the machine. Turns out you're not half bad at it yourself. Beginner's luck. Vika scoffs, but you can see that she is at least a bit proud of your achievement. She can't be mad at you for real. As the saying goes, get good or something. That sounds like a very funny thing to say, but I will say the other thing. Don't worry, you're still the better shot. You'll beat me next time. Of course I will, but a deal is a deal. Let's go. I'll buy you some hot chocolate. She softens a bit more. And our relationship has improved. Very nice. So we now have friendship with her. So that's very cool. I would love to do the dance machine. Oh, can I do the dance machine? I want to play. No, I want to play air hockey, actually. Oh. I can't. No, I can't do that. Wait a minute. What's going on here? The sight of a dancing machine makes you cringe. The only time you ventured onto the dance floor was a huge embarrassment that amused the audience. Since then, you've been signed in Vika's phone as C3PO because you do the robot. Yeah, okay, well, yeah. It would have been really cool if we would have had, like, maybe in the full game? I don't know, maybe in the full game? a rhythm game, like a thing where you press key combinations to the timing of the music or something like that. That would be really, really cool, like Dance Dance Revolution or whatever. I don't know. I'm just very excited about that. But yeah, anyway, let's go over to the cafe. Oh, actually, no, never mind. We're actually going to the sports ground. All right, let's go here first. The sports ground is the center of attraction for all the guys in the area, young and old. In turn, this makes it the go-to place for girls. The Palace of Culture, located nearby, can't even hope to attract the same attention. However, it is empty at the moment. All the usual attendants are either at school or at work. Vika looks around and shrugs. So, what do we do? It doesn't look like we're going to have much company here. Okay, so, well, maybe we do some exercise? Our classmates are too conformist. Okay, yeah, right, nothing else to do here. Well, maybe we do some exercise? If I wanted physical education, I would have stayed in school. Okay, so, yeah, suit yourself, I'm going to do some pull-ups. No, we're gonna just go. There are moments when small things that can ruin your day converge into one big, smelly pile of problems. Sometimes, most of the time actually, it takes the form of a person. As if out of thin air, this guy materializes before you. Vasya, or Poker as he prefers to be called, is a jock, a bully, and generally a dubious type. Oi, kids, have some spare change? He looks at you with the utmost contempt and spits out a half-chewed match. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have confidence. It would have been nice if we had confidence now, but we don't. So, hello, Vasya. Where else would we meet? Definitely not at school. Fuck it. He makes an obscene gesture with his hand and laughs. Well, why have you come to us? What are you talking about? I'm a responsible person. How can I leave kids unsupervised? Seems that the one needing supervision is you, by the police. Vika looks at Vasya defiantly. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. Vasya gets closer to Vika, towering over her. Now about that spare change. He turns to you, looking all dangerous. Unfortunately, we don't have confidence. If only we had confidence. I should have gone for that, shouldn't I? Okay, so we're going to have to say, look, we don't want trouble. And our relationship has worsened, unfortunately, because I don't have confidence. That sucks. Oh, I should have gone for confidence, shouldn't I? I don't have cash, but I can wire out money to you. You take out your phone and open the banking app. Unfortunately, Vika hates us now. And open the banking app. Your parents left you a credit card for your cash needs while they're away. Vika groans and does a facepalm. Vasya grins like a predator who caught his prey. Now we're talking. Send it to me phone number. 100 would do. Now that's heavy. I'm going to say sociability, of course. 50 will have to do. I don't have more. I have a feeling that you're lying, but I'm generous today. 50 it is. Vasya clicks his tongue in contempt. He grins wide when he hears the ding of his phone notification. Vika stays silent and visibly uncomfortable. Pleasure doing business, sucker. Vasya goes away, as do the battered remains of your dignity. At least that's over. Come on, Max, let's go. Vika follows him with a glance and then looks at you with a mix of regret and compassion. Wow, that was... Oof, that was fun. I think I'm done for today. Time to go home. Walk with me? Sure, let's go. Yeah, so that is... that's the reason why you spec into confidence, okay? Yes, that is indeed the reason why you spec into confidence. That would have made everything so much better. Okay, so technically we could go and get a hot chocolate. Okay, yeah, I think we will probably go ahead and do that. Let's go and get a hot chocolate before we end, because obviously we still have 2 action points. Hopefully that will be enough to get us the drink. And I would actually prefer, if at all possible, to give Vika the drink instead of us, because maybe that will improve our relationship with her after, because we didn't have any confidence level after that. Maybe we'll get lucky. Anyway, I managed to find the cafe. I'm actually extremely surprised I managed to find it again, to be honest. I get lost here extremely easily. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. There we go, on card. Vika, if you'll allow me, I'll pay. 2 cups of hot chocolate, please. Okay, there it is. Why such generosity? Didn't I lose our bet? Vika accepts a glass of fragrant, steaming liquid, looking at you with surprise. And of course, our relationship has improved, so that's very nice. I'm very happy about that. Okay, so no reason except me wanting you to feel better. Oh, never mind, Max. I'm the one who agreed to the bet. That's okay. I'll be more accurate next time. She pokes you lightly in the side and smiles, sipping the hot beverage. Today's a good day after all, you decide. Best friend at your side, sweet cocoa in your hands, cozy place around you. What can be better? And indeed, we will now leave. Actually, can I? No, I can't get any of these things. Okay, yeah. So we're just going to leave now. We did complete that quest as well, which did give us an additional little bit of experience. As you can see, we now have 4 experience. And you best bet what I'm going to do as soon as I get 5 experience, I'm going to be speccing into confidence, because if we'd had that, we could have told that guy where to stick it. Oh yeah, that would have been so much nicer. Oh well. Well, it was an interesting day, full of adventure at least. Good thing we skipped school, eh? After a walk in the fresh air, Vika's cheeks blush and her eyes sparkle. Alright, so how about doing it again tomorrow? What do you say? Nah, not worth it. When you play too much, it gets old quick. Let's do it next week. Vika had no equals in ditching school. If she were a character in a bank robbery movie, she'd never get caught. By the way, Grandma's birthday is soon. I came up with a gift and I'm going to need your help. Remind me tomorrow about it, please. Vika's face glows as she speaks. Nothing gives her joy like taking care of her loved ones. I've got to go before Grandma gets worried and... She turns to you one last time for today. Thanks for today, Max. I really appreciate it. I needed it. And there she goes. Alright, so let's return home ourselves. And, I actually have the chocolate bar still, as you can see right here. And it actually gives you athletics +1 for the next skill check. So if you really badly need that, then you can obviously do it. And otherwise we have experience 7. So I am actually going to be getting the confidence boost, because let's face it, that was absolutely terrible. We should have had confidence beforehand, in my opinion. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so can I sleep? Do I want to finish the current day? Your action points will be restored, but you won't be able to complete tasks for the current day anymore. Let me actually just take a quick look. Remind Vika about the gift tomorrow. To-do list for today: wash the dishes, clean the compartment. Oh, I didn't go to the store. Okay, well that's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? What about if I clean the clean the apartment? I don't think I have the ability to do that. Okay, yeah, let's do it. And here we go. We have now just heard some air raid sirens, and this is not a good thing. So we are talking to our mother right now as well. Max, how are you? Are you all right? Mom's anxious voice comes rasping through the phone. Usually calm and measured, she is obviously agitated right now. You rub your eyes in a daze, trying to get your thoughts together. Your mother doesn't usually call this early. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. You've been playing till late in the night again, and even fell asleep too tired to change clothes. Somewhere in the distance, a siren sounds. Another one answers it. What the hell is going on there? Why are you calling so early? Max, my dear, the war has just begun. You freeze. The meaning of what's being said comes through your sleepy brain trudgingly, like a hot knife through ice. And when it does, something breaks open inside you. A cold wave of sticky, suffocating fear spreads from your heart throughout your body. War? How? Max, Max, can you hear me? It sounds like your mother has been trying to get through to you for some time, and each time her voice becomes more and more filled with fear. Well, yes, I do, just trying to make sense of what's going on. Max, first of all, we need to think about how we're going to survive this. Okay, close the windows and make a sleeping place in the bathroom. Take Dad's sleeping bag. Fill the tub with water and make a food supply. Buy something that has a long shelf life. Pasta, canned food, flour. Cash your card in. How can I stay inside? I have to do something. No, I don't think a 14-year-old is going to be able to do that. So we're just going to say, got it. Hurry up and come back. I'll do my best, honey. It won't take long to get to the border, but after that, we'll see. That's it. I have to run. I love you very much. Keep safe. Mom hangs up and you stare at the phone for a few more seconds, processing what you've heard. Gradually, the horror of the current situation comes over you. The full-scale invasion has begun, and you are in a front-line town, all alone. Your heart starts pounding heavily in your chest. Limbs feel leaden and heavy. Your vision darkens. Is that an explosion you just heard? Suddenly, an image of your dad comes to mind. You try to remember what he told you. Okay, so, you act, you live, you sit idle, you're dead. You clench your fists to feel your nails dig into your skin. Dangerous or not, you just can't sit inside and do nothing. The war has been going on for 8 years and you have been an unwilling participant in it from the very beginning, simply because you were born and lived in a country which the kind neighbors decided to liberate. And now, escalation. Everyone warned you about it. Most people didn't believe. Don't you ever get to live peacefully? Suddenly you feel ashamed. For 8 years, the war barely touched you. Many were much less fortunate. Besides, you have loved ones in the city and they're much more vulnerable than you are. You exhale. Now's not the time for whining. It's time to act. Okay, so here we go. Let's have a look and actually see what's going on here. Okay, so cash is king. Obviously, go to the ATM and withdraw cash. Go to the store and buy some food. I have no idea where... I do know where the store is, actually. Yes, I remember where the store is now. And it says, take the sleeping bag and make a safe sleeping spot in the bathroom. Fill the bathtub with water and take duct tape and tape up the windows. Okay, so let me see. Where do I find it? Where do I find the sleeping bag? Yeah, the sleeping bag from over here. There it is. Okay, here we go. Mom advised you to make a sleeping spot away from the windows. For safety, you must follow the rule of 2 walls. If a shell hits, the first wall collapses while the second will hopefully shield you from the debris and shrapnel. The only place where that rule can be followed in your flat is the bathroom. It has no windows, which is also a plus. Looks like you're going to sleep here. Okay, so we'll make the sleeping spot there, and we're going to obviously fill up the bathtub. Humans can live without food, heat, and electricity, but without water, we barely last for a few days. So the advice to stock up on water is better followed. Who knows what will happen to the water supply in the coming weeks. Okay, so yeah, we're going to fill it up. There we go. And the last thing that we need to do is take duct tape. Duct tape, where would that be? Do I have duct tape right here? Maybe I need to buy some? I might need to buy some because I don't think I can find... if I hold tab, by the way, you can actually see things that you can interact with. And I don't think... Wait a minute. A note from Mom? I actually did not read that beforehand. Okay, that's actually interesting. I probably should have done that, shouldn't I? Max, I'll be gone for 2 weeks. You take care of the household. Food's in the fridge. Money's on the card. Do you tell me where the duct tape is? It would be great if she would tell me where the duct tape is, because that would be very useful. Actually, wait a minute. Is that it? Oh, no, that's the order for courage. Yeah, that's what our father received, apparently. Okay, yeah. Well, that does not help me, unfortunately, at the moment. What would help me is some duct tape. Ah, the duct tape is on the desk. Look at that. It's right there. I can't believe it. All right, yeah. So, yeah, let's go and duct tape the windows. We're just going to seal them up. Any nearby explosion will shatter the windows, turning the glass into razor-sharp shrapnel, which can injure everyone in proximity. Your dad told you that to prevent this, you must cover the windows with duct tape. This way you'll make them more resilient and they will break into fewer fragments. The problem is that you don't have much tape left, and it might come in handy later. Maybe it's better not to spend it on windows? Well, no. We're gonna spend it on windows. Yeah, we're definitely gonna spend it on windows. Despite the fact that it's, well, I would say it's probably highly unlikely we're gonna have any issues if we are in the bathroom, but you never know when we're gonna be somewhere else. Okay, have I done it? Yeah, there we go. I did that one. Okay, yeah. So we did this, and we did this. Okay, I think I've spent all of it. Yeah, I've spent all of it. So there we go. So that is now done. Okay, fantastic. So now we can leave. You touch the doorknob and give your house a parting glance. The flat looks strange somehow. The changes seem insignificant, almost imperceptible, but each one reminds you of the situation you find yourself in. The world became alien and dangerous, and you have to deal with it. It doesn't make any sense. You live in a free European country in a modern and comfortable city, but instead of going to classes or having fun, you are preparing your house for the possibility of a shell strike. It even sounds crazy. And yet, this is what's happening, whether you can come to terms with it or not. War has come to your home. So far, only in the form of the air raid sirens and the distant explosions. And you'll be lucky if that's all it is. If not, you can only hope that what you did would be enough to keep you safe. No matter, you remind yourself that Mom is coming back, and you just have to wait for her. She will manage and set things right. You will be safe again with her at your side. Alright, and here is Vika. Let's actually see what she has to say. Max, have you heard? Vika is pale, looking disheveled after a rough wake-up. No doubt she also knows what's going on. Her eyes are frantic, and she bit her lips to the point of bleeding. Yes, Mom called. Shame she's not here. She always knows what to do. Your mother has been a role model for Vika since the moment they met. Max, I'm scared. Your heart drops. Vika rarely admits to such feelings. And indeed, we could have sensitivity to... Could we even have sensitivity to at this point? I think we could have sensitivity to at this point if I'd actually spec'd only into that. But yes, okay. Come on, everything will be okay. I hope so, but it's not easy to believe in, really. Vika smiles, but it looks forced. She wraps her jacket tighter around herself. She drowns in it and seems even thinner than she is. It doesn't look like you lifted her spirits. Well, unfortunately, I don't have sensitivity to be able to do that. Vika never speaks about how she fled the war in 2014 with her parents, about how she lost them. And you've never asked. You didn't want to poke at old wounds. And now the nightmare of 8 years ago rises from its tomb, stretching its claws again. No time to dwell on the past. Look, we're still alive, right? So, what are we gonna do? Always ready to act, you suspect this is what you like the most about her. Okay, reinforce the windows, stock up on supplies, and follow the news. Well, it's a sound plan. We also might get into trouble if we wait too long, but there's barely anywhere to go now. Max, can I ask you to do something for me? Grandma needs medicine. She has diabetes and she needs insulin. She has some, but it won't last long. We've been arguing about it all morning, but she still wouldn't let me go get some. It's supposed to be free if you have a prescription, but she hasn't managed to get a new one in some time. We called her doctor, but he left the city already. Can you help me, please? Vika is never this eager about asking for help, but it seems Grandma Tanya was extra stubborn this time, and time has come for drastic measures. Just don't tell her I asked you, okay? I don't want to bicker with her again. Okay, I'll see what, I'll just say, sure thing, say no more. Thanks, Max, I knew I could count on you. A faint smile appears on Vika's face, probably the only honest one in this conversation. You asked me to remind you about a gift for Grandma. Oh yes, I nearly forgot about it. Here it is. Vika rummages through her backpack and fishes out an old radio in a leather case, belt hanging. It looks like a prop from an old Star Wars movie. Oh, shall we say from the old Star Wars movies. They share the same naive science genre look. Wow, a vintage. Does it work? No. Her voice sounds a bit happy. This is my grandma's radio, something of a family heirloom from her youth. Do you think we can fix it? I think it would be pretty cool. Nostalgia and all that. Not without outside help. Anything to make it work? Maybe you could talk to Uncle Kostya. Alright, I'm on it. This is going to be a wonderful gift, trust me. Vika hands you the radio. And what's that in her voice? Is it a glint of excitement? It must be. Alright, let's go outside. Okay, so first of all, we need to go to the store. Well, actually, first of all, we need... Oh, it's raining. Of course it is. That's great, isn't it? Okay, well, yeah. First of all, we need to go to the ATM. Let us go to the ATM and pull out some money. Actually, you know what? I am going to end this episode off here. If you would like to check out Hollow Home, I'm going to get carried away otherwise. If you'd like to check out Hollow Home, there is a link in the description. Add it to your Steam wishlist. Play the demo. I thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.